Have you ever stopped to think about what really holds a successful company together? I mean, it's not just the cool products or the bottom line. Today, we're going to dig into human resource management, but we're going to look at it from a totally different angle. As the master architect of an organization, the one who designs the actual blueprint for success.
All right, let's start with a big question. What do you think is a company's single greatest asset? Is it the fancy tech, the powerful brand? Maybe it's real estate? Nope. The real answer is so much more fundamental. It's the people. It's that collective skill, creativity, and drive of the workforce, what we call human capital. So in this explainer, we're basically going to build our understanding of HRM from the ground up. First, we'll pour the foundation and figure out what it even is. Then we'll look at the old historical plans to see how it's evolved. After that, we'll check out the core pillars that hold the whole thing up, understand its role as the master blueprint, and finally, see how it's being designed to handle the future.
You know, every amazing structure needs a rock-solid foundation, and it's the exact same for understanding HRM. So let's get our hands dirty and lay that groundwork right now. So what is human resource management, really? Well, at its heart, it's a strategic way you manage a company's people. But here's the key, the part that's so important. It has a dual focus. It's not just about squeezing productivity out of people for the company's benefit. It's also about making sure the employees' own needs are being met. It's a genuine two-way street, which, when done right, creates this amazing symbiotic relationship. Okay, so if HR is the architect, then human capital is the core building material. We're talking about the steel, the concrete, the glass. It's the combined knowledge, skills, and passion of every single person on the team. And this isn't just some resource you use up. It's a living asset that you invest in and grow, which in turn makes the entire organization stronger and way more innovative. You know, just like architectural styles have changed dramatically, from simple mud huts to gleaming skyscrapers, the way we manage people has also transformed. Let's take a look at the old blueprints to see how we got to where we are today. This timeline really tells the whole story. It kicked off with the personnel era, which was, let's be honest, mostly an admin office, all about payroll, paperwork, filing cabinets. Then we had a breakthrough with the human relations era, when we realized, hey, happy workers are actually productive workers. Shocking, I know. That grew into the HRM era, where we started connecting employee growth with what the company wanted to achieve. And now? Now we're in the strategic HRM era, where HR has a seat at the main table, helping to draw up the company's biggest plans for the future. All right, so we've got the foundation poured and we've reviewed the history. Now it's time to look at the pillars. These are the core functions of HRM, the heavy-duty supports that hold the entire organization upright. Our first pillar is all about talent. Think about it. An architect can draw up a breathtaking masterpiece, but if you don't have skilled builders, it's just a piece of paper. HRM's job is to find, choose, and, this is so crucial, keep those skilled people. When you see a tech firm offering great pay and flexible work, that's not just a nice perk. It's a calculated, strategic move to stop the best people from leaving and to make sure the whole structure is being built by the absolute best team possible. Next up, Pillar 2, training and development. A building isn't just built and then you walk away, right? It needs constant maintenance, upgrades, renovations. That's exactly what training is. It sharpens skills, boosts the quality of work, and gets people ready for what's next. It's like reinforcing the structure and future-proofing it, like when a big company runs leadership programs to make sure it has great managers for years to come. Our third pillar is performance management. Now, this sounds a little corporate, I know, but stick with me. This is basically the system that checks if every single part of the building, every beam, every joint, every wire, is pulling its weight and doing its job right. By setting clear goals and giving people feedback, HR makes sure that what you're doing at your desk every day is directly helping make the whole building stronger. Pillar 4 is compensation and benefits. You can pretty much think of this as the high-tech mortar holding all the bricks together. A fair, competitive pay package doesn't just get people in the door. It motivates them and makes them want to stay. It's the glue that keeps everyone committed to the project, making sure the structure stays solid for the long haul. Let's move on to Pillar 5, employee relations and engagement. If the other pillars are the structure, this is the interior design, the atmosphere. It's all about creating a positive place where people feel safe, respected, and actually listened to. When you have a clear way to handle conflicts and you actively work on building trust, you're not just making a workplace. You're building a community that people are proud to be a part of.
And our final pillar, legal compliance and ethics. And let me tell you, this one is absolutely non-negotiable. This is the architect making damn sure the entire building is up to code, meets all the safety regulations, and follows ethical standards. This protects the people inside, the employees, and it protects the organization itself from huge legal risks, keeping its reputation and its integrity safe. So we've looked at all the individual pillars, but a great architect doesn't just think about pillars in isolation, right? They're always looking at the master blueprint. Let's dig into how HR's strategic role does exactly that, aligning the whole structure with the company's big, grand vision. To really get this, let's picture a pyramid. Down at the very bottom, the wide, sturdy base, that's the administrative role. This is the stuff that has to happen, no questions asked. We're talking employee records, making sure everyone gets paid on time, and staying compliant with the law. It's the essential concrete slab that everything else is built on. Now, sitting right on top of that solid base is the operational role. This is the day-to-day construction crew at work. This is the active recruiting, the hands-on training, managing employee relations. This is where HR is on the ground, making sure the building is going up correctly and is being properly maintained, day in and day out. And right at the very top of our pyramid, the peak, that's where we find the strategic role. This is our visionary architect, standing on the top floor, looking out at the horizon. This is all about planning the workforce for the future, steering the company through big changes, and developing the organization so it's ready for whatever comes next. This is where HR truly shapes the company's destiny. And this table just lays it all out so clearly. You can see how the focus shifts from the must-do compliance stuff at the bottom to the daily management in the middle, all the way up to that long-term big picture vision at the top. A really great HR department has mastered all three of these levels and makes them work together seamlessly. But you know, a brilliant architect doesn't just build for today. They're always thinking about the future. So the big question is, how is human resource management future-proofing its designs for all the challenges headed our way? I mean, the whole landscape is changing faster than ever before. The weather conditions now include things like AI and automation. The very ground we build on is shifting with remote and hybrid work. And the materials we use, our people, need a much bigger focus on diversity, well-being, and inclusion. The HR architect today isn't just building a static office tower. They have to design a flexible, resilient, and deeply human structure that can adapt and actually thrive in this crazy shifting world. So if you take just one thing away from this, let it be this. Human resource management has completely changed. It's not some back office function that just shuffles paperwork anymore. It is the strategic architect responsible for designing and nurturing the single most powerful asset any company has, its human potential. And that is what really drives an organization forward. Thanks so much for watching this explainer by Apex Academy. If you found it helpful for getting a handle on the critical role of HRM, do us a favor and hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stuff that makes business tick.